Hey guys, it's Jimblade304 here, and thanks to Ninja Whip and a bunch of other sources, we have pictures of the Ninjago Summer 2022 sets. Hey guys, it's Jimblade304 here, and this is my first video back on YouTube in exactly 3 years. The last video I uploaded was the clip you saw in the beginning of me reacting to the Ninjago Crystallized sets. Those were revealed on May 1st, 2022. Today is May 1st, 2025, when this video should be uploaded, and it is currently April 24th, I think, or 23rd when I'm recording this right now. But anyway, welcome back to the Jimblade Studio. A lot has changed. I've completed my collection of every Ninjago set ever made, and I wanted to just take you on a little studio tour and hopefully try to start rebuilding my channel, and we'll see what happens. So right when you walk in the door, there's this LEGO Ninjago movie characters poster that I got, I think, at Five Below, back when the movie was coming out. It's been years since I've had that, and it's kind of just hung on my wall since I moved to this house. Then over here is my newest addition to my LEGO room. It is every Ninjago spinner booster pack ever made. I built display cases for them. If you saw my Instagram post, which you can follow at Jimblade8304, it is every Ninjago spinner booster pack. This case right here is my personal favorite. It has all of the Energy Ninja, Lloyd ZX, Samurai X, and Slithera. Then down here we have the booster packs, and then more snakes, booster packs, spinners. The Jitsu flyers are also there. I built little display stands for those because they were just sitting in bags, and I wanted everything to be on display before I did this video. Then, moving slightly to the right, is the Ninjago Legacy 10th Anniversary shelf, whatever you want to call it, plus Ninjago City, which is one of my favorite sets of all time still. Ninjago City Gardens has actually taken that spot since then, but I still do love Ninjago City quite a lot. Moving down, we have all of the Legacy sets, the 10th Anniversary stuff. Further down, just more of it. And then on the very bottom, there is the 4+ sets and just stuff that didn't fit on the other shelves. In the back of that shelf, there's some other bigger Legacy sets that didn't fit on the glass case or glass table that I have right here. Each of the spinners and gimmick sets is back there. I wanted to keep all the gimmick stuff together. I haven't really gotten a full idea of how I want to do that yet, but I am going to work on that so I can keep all of the gimmick stuff together because I think it'll look really cool together. Some of you may notice not everything in this room is Ninjago, and yes, that is true. I do have a couple other miscellaneous sets, but it's mostly Ninjago. I'd say 90% of the stuff down here is Ninjago. In the back, we have the Hogwarts Express, the UCS Millennium Falcon, and the UCS Razor Crest. The Millennium Falcon is currently sitting on top of the shelf that holds my Season 13 Master of the Mountain sets. They're all in there. Further down, there's some of the Ninjago, Breakmaster stuff, the books. And moving over, we have some more of the 2011 stuff that just didn't fit on the rest of the shelves. We also have the island stuff, because there wasn't really a better spot for that. I was trying to keep everything in order of release, and then it kind of all fell apart, because I ran out of space and had to get more shelves and be creative with how I set things up here. Then, on the floor is just a bunch of unbuilt Ninjago sets, just stuff I have duplicates of. And then there's a box of parts that I need to sort eventually, but today is not that day. Behind the Razor Crest is where I keep some of my miscellaneous parts that I like to keep separated. I have all of the Technic stuff on that shelf, all of my transparent bricks in the next one. I have all of the 1x1 stuff, and plus all the 1x tiles in the second from the right. And on that one is all the 1x1 round tiles and the quarter round tiles. I like to keep stuff organized by part color and stuff down here, just so it makes it easy if I ever do need to find something, I know where it is. Then that brings us to my desk. On this other storage bin thing is where I keep all my printed and stickered pieces. It's not really the greatest system for that. I want to kind of redo that, but I haven't really had the time. In here is where I keep all of my duplicate Ninjago minifigures. So there's just random stuff from even up to the pilots all the way to Dragon's Rising. Underneath my desk is where I keep some of my minifig accessories and other just colors that won't fit on my regular cart. I have yellow, orange, reddish brown, silver, and gold. Just stuff that won't fit in the other sorting thing I have. Which brings us to that right there. That is my other sorting thing. I keep everything sorted by color and then sub-sorted by part type. Then starting at the top of this shelf here, these are some of the first shelves I ever got back when I was living in my old like apartment. This is all my 2011, 2012, 2013 sets. It goes all the way down. The final battle stuff is all the way there on the bottom. The Search for the Fangblade sets are there on the next shelf up. Some of the just like Serpentine vehicles and a couple dragons. Up is all of the ninja vehicles from the 2012 wave, and then the Fire Temple, another one of my favorite sets of all time, and just some other stuff that kind of fill out that space there. Over here is my rebooted and the start of my Tournament of Elements shelf. As you can see, the Ninja Copter and the Kai Fighter look like they're floating. I'm just using some clear bricks to help make space for the future releases. Ninjago doesn't seem like it's stopping anytime soon, and I've been running out of room since Dragons Rising Season 1, which was now 2 years ago. On the opposite of that is the Ninjago Hunted shelf. These are some of my favorite sets Ninjago has ever made. The Hunted minifigures are fantastic as well, except for the Oni Titan. For those of you who don't know, I absolutely hate the Oni Titan. It is probably my least favorite Ninjago set of all time. I've just always hated that set. And on the very bottom down there is the Technic Porsche 911 something. Then over here is the rest of the Tournament of Elements sets and the City of Styx. We move down, we have 2 more shelves of Possession. Then my least favorite season, Skybound, takes up a full shelf. I try to condense it so that way I could fit the Technic McLaren P1 on a shelf. The next shelf over contains the Lamborghini, the Technic Lamborghini. I'm really into these big Technic cars for some reason, and I've bought all of them. They just take up space, but they're super fun to build. Then below all that is the Sons of Garmadon shelf. We have the Spinjitzu Master sets down there. And further down, Temple of Resurrection, SOG Headquarters. And below that, more of the 2011 sets that didn't fit with the rest of the stuff on the shelf. Then at the very top of this shelf, we have the Seabound stuff. It's all really crammed in there because I was running out of space. I'm probably going to revisit this shelf sooner than later, just because I think it's so cramped and I don't necessarily love the way it looks. Below Seabound is another one of my favorite waves in Ninjago of all time, Secrets of Forbidden Spinjitzu. Lloyd's Titan Mech. We have the castle taking up its own shelf, plus Lloyd's Journey. The Land Bounty, the 3 other ninja vehicles, Cole's Dirt Bike, the Shurikopter, and the Katana 4x4. Great sets. Down there is not such a great set, the Fire Fang. Just more Ninjago Brickmaster stuff. There's a junior set there. And down there is the UCS Sandcrawler, another one of my favorite Star Wars sets of all time. Just absolutely phenomenal. I got it at Philly Brickfest a couple years ago. Up on this next shelf, we have the Destiny's Bounty from the Ninjago movie. Another fantastic set. Probably the best version of the bounty to date, if I'm being honest. Then the Temple of the Ultimate Weapon. We have more of the Ninjago movie sets on this shelf here, and they just go all the way down to the bottom of this shelf. Down at the very bottom is the Ice Tank, the Garmadon, and the 2 big Garmadon sets from the wave. Moving over, we have some more Skybound Day of the Departed sets. The Lighthouse Siege, a set I'm not a particular fan of just because of how flimsy it is, at least for me. It's very possible I could have built it wrong, but I'm not sure. Then the Samurai X Cave, a set I wish they would revisit someday because I think they could do a lot better. Not that this is bad, I just think they could do a little bit better. More sets, we have the Day of the Departed stuff. We have those couple Woo Crew training ground polybag things. The Rock Rotor, which is a great set. Air Jitsu Battlegrounds, which I got off of, for Christmas a couple years back. More Skybound Day of the Departed sets. The Ultra Stealth Raider, one of the best versions of that vehicle. Then we have the rest of the Hands of Time sets, or I guess all of the Hands of Time sets. And then all the way on the very bottom is all of the Ninjago books that I've accumulated. On this next shelf, this is where the Summer Ninjago sets are going to go, but right now the X-Mansion is just sitting there. Because, again, I don't really have anywhere else to put it. Up top here is all of my exclusive minifigures, like the rare ones that came in the books, or the Stone Armor Cole, or the ones that came in those Target Cubes from 2014 and 2015. And over here is the all the blister pack figures, like the Dareth vs. Nindroid, the Elemental Masters pack. It got a little dark on this side of the room because there's not really any light over here. So here is the Daily Bugle and the Sanctum Sanctorum. Up top we have 2 more of my favorite Ninjago sets ever, the Temple of Air Jitsu and the Source Dragon in Motion, which is by far the best Lego dragon ever made. The red, dark red, and gold look phenomenal together, I wish there was more minifigures included with it, but the set itself is fantastic. Then on the next shelf down, this is where kind of stuff just kind of gets mixed together with stuff from other waves. We have Dragons Rising Season 2 sets, Part 1 and Part 2. This is most of the Part 2 stuff. Then Aaron's Buggy is just kind of there. The Tournament Temple City is just below that. Over here we have the Ninjago City Markets and some more of the Season 2 Part 1 sets over there. Up top of the next shelf we have one of Ninjago's best mechs ever, Cole's Titan Dragon mech. Phenomenal set. Absolutely love the color scheme of this one. And we also have the Temple of the Dragon Energy Cores. Moving down, we have more of the Dragons Rising Season 1, Season 2 sets. Again, it's all kind of just mixed together to fill space at this point, because there's so much of it, it just needs to fit on the shelf. We have the Ninja Team mechs, the Destiny's Bounty, which I'm not a huge fan of this version of the Destiny's Bounty. I may do a recomparison of all of them and see where this one ranks, but as of right now, I don't feel like this one would rank very high. Then on the last shelf of this particular section, we have some of the Elemental mechs and just Jay's. It's not really an Elemental Dragon, it's just a Lightning Dragon, but they call it Elemental Dragon. We also have the I don't even remember what they're called. I think they're just like Spinjitzu something. One of the first things you'll see inside the room is the Prime Empire shelf. It does not mean Prime Empire is my favorite season. It's just kind of the only place I had for this to go at the time, and it still really is. These sets aren't bad by any means. It's just they don't really have another spot to go. And also the two Ninjago Bricktober minifig packs. Moving back over here, this is where it gets really mixed together. We have the crystallized vehicles, all four of the Ninja's main vehicles. We have some core mixed in with Dragons Rising Season 1 and 2. We have more core mixed with Dragons Rising. We have Lloyd's Gold Ultra Dragon and the Crystal King. Down further, we have Kaya's Elemental Mech and Lloyd's Elemental Mech. We have the Crystal King, the Temple of the Crystal King, and the Samurai X Mech. And on the very bottom shelf, we have the other form of Zane's Ice Dragon creature, which I did buy 2 of, just so I could build both. And also Ninjago City Docs is there as well. Next shelf over is just more core stuff. This one is pretty much all core. There's not really anything else mixed in. This one is purely core. I have most of the dragons kind of grouped together because I think they look really nice as a pair. Then another one of my favorite sets down on that shelf right there is the LEGO employee gift for Ninjago's 10th anniversary that they gave out to employees of LEGO. I had to pay for it on eBay. I paid a little bit too much, if I'm being honest, because now the value isn't what I paid for it, but it is what it is. And we have some, like I said, 2 of the other core sets, Jay's Titan Mech and the Ninja Dojo Temple, are there on the bottom as well. Lastly, we have the first wave of Dragons Rising Season 3 sets, the Arc Dragon of Focus, the Thunderfang Dragon, Aaron's Jet, the Green Force Dragon, Zane's Mech, the Spinjitzu, Dragon Power Spinjitzu, or whatever they're called, Zane's Combiner Mech. I did buy 2 of these. I also have 2 of the Combo Mech from Core, just so I could display the vehicles, and then the all-in-one mech as well. I just think it makes for a better looking addition to my collection. And also the Dragonian Storm Village featuring Moro. Hopefully you guys are caught up on Dragons Rising if you're watching this. And last but definitely not least is the Ninjago City Workshops. My personal least favorite of the Ninjago City sets, but it is still a great set nonetheless. So that's it. That is every Ninjago set ever made. If you didn't see one, I'm sure it's in here somewhere. I have every single set ever made. But I would like to thank you all so much for watching. If you did enjoy, drop a like and hit subscribe if you are new. I don't know how many of you are going to be returning or how many of you are new subscribers in general, because I haven't uploaded in 3 years. So I want to try to rebuild my channel back to where it was. If you have any video suggestions, drop them in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching. This is Jim Lady 304, signing off. Bye.